Not to mention, these are all companies that got massively more profitable over
Yeah,
this period, led by people
absolutely.
whose personal wealth grew astronomically over this
Yes.
period.
Yes.
We are not talking about confiscatory taxation or anything like that. And we are living in a world where, yes, there is some skepticism of billionaire wealth. Some of these
Yeah.
people are the least popular people in America, which I think is worth pointing out. But broadly speaking, we are not a culture that has turned against achievement and greatness. We are a culture that worships wealth,
Mhm. Yes.
worships fame and accomplishment.
Yeah.
We are not a culture that is like devoted to the project of proletarianizing our
Mhm.
value set at all. It's like this is a grind set culture. It's an entrepreneurial culture.
Mhm.
It's people showing off on social media.
Yes.
Um, because they built their own companies from scratch, working the equivalent of 4 days in a single day, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That's the dominant cultural narrative here, and it elevates and valorizes
Yeah.
people like Andreessen and Musk and Zuckerberg
Mhm.
and the rest of them. Now it's interesting, like Americans really love Amazon. They
Yes.
use it like all the time. They
Mhm.
trust it. It's like up there with the US military in terms of trusted institutions, but they actually hate Jeff Bezos.
Mhm.
Um, and I think that what that tells you is that, one of the core and I think recently somewhat undersold features of our political economy is just how offensive to the average American income and wealth inequality really is. We
Yeah.
had some taste of that coming out of 2008 into, occupying the Tea Party,
Mhm.
feeding to Bernie and Trump in 2016. But once the Trump and anti-Trump culture wars really began, it's almost like we forgot that inequality was such a big deal to us,
Yeah.
at least at the kind of
Yeah.
the elite discourse level. And it's still there. In fact, it's probably worse than ever in many ways. And the tech oligarchs are the symbols of that. And when I hear them, again, when I hear them talking, when I hear Mark Zuckerberg complaining about on Joe Rogan about
Yeah.
how our corporate culture has gotten too feminized. It's like if you don't like the corporate culture that you presided over, is that liberals' fault
Yeah.
or is that your fault? Now, I don't want to endorse his
Yeah.
description of the
Mhm.
workplace. I think it's been quite good that the American workplace has gotten more feminized. I
Yeah.
think that's what happens when women start to work at higher levels of companies, and that's to the good.
Yeah.
But even taking his critique seriously, it's like, how is that some, social justice activists in Brooklyn's fault?